Hey guys, hi, I'm back. I am Sandra Mizell Cheney, and every single time, I'm either thinking about something or in meditation and something pops up or I'm working on something, I always feel like I'm supposed to share. You ever feel that way? And I don't always want to share, but it's called being obedient. So I'm going to be obedient to the God that's in me and share. So I know I can't be the only one who struggled with this, is still struggling with this, or has struggled with this, right? It's saying no without feeling guilty, right? In business, in personal life, I've always heard how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I am such a giver. I have such a big heart. I've always been that way. Some of it to my detriment, because some of it was because I just wanted people to like me, right? But also because I just have a big heart. And whether it was financial, food, my giftings, no matter what it was, I was always giving. And sometimes when I would say no, I would feel guilty and come back and change my mind again. Am I the only one that's ever done that? I don't think so, but it's okay if I am. But I've been working on that because I recognize that that's not good for me. It's not good for my life personally, professionally. It's not good for my business because I have, there's so much to me. I am multifaceted. But the biggest thing is I got to take care of Sandra. So if I'm always saying yes, when do I take care of me? Or when do I do what I'm called to do? It's easy to hide behind a yes all the time. I know I hear people say, give God your unconditional yes. That's one thing. But when you're saying yes to people all the time, I feel like that's because you're hiding behind, at least I'm going to speak for me. I'm hiding behind something. So it's easy for me to go say yes to you, right? It's easy for me because I can go do what you want me to do and just do it just like that with no problem in my sleep. But then I'm tired, I'm exhausted. Oh, I say yes, and I really didn't want to say yes. But I said it anyway because I didn't want to hurt people's feelings. But it's not about hurting people's feelings. It's really about being intentional with your yes and being intentional with your no. And that's the thing I've had to learn, even in these last few years. And I'm still learning. I've gotten better with it because I am being intentional with my no and being intentional with my yes, because I did give God an unconditional yes. So I want to jump on and just share a few things or a few ways to really say no without feeling guilty. Okay, so I actually wrote this in my book. I'm going to show it to you. Give It to Her, Gift of Healing and Restoration. It's one of my very first books that came out. But so this book came out in 2005. Our second edition came out in 2010, I think, or something like that, or 2014, somewhere around there. Anyway, so can you believe I wrote this in 2005 and I'm still struggling with it? How funny is that, right? But I'm a work in progress. I can admit I wasn't always able to admit, personal things, but I'm getting better with it now because I know that I'm not by myself. And so when God impresses upon me to share, I have to share, because if you're doing it in your life, you're also doing it in your business. I know I was. Whether you're a nonprofit or for-profit, learn how to say no if it doesn't align with your mission and vision, right? If you're a for-profit, same thing. What is your vision? If it doesn't align, then do not do it, because it's a waste of energy. And we don't have that type of time and energy to waste. So here are a few things that I want to read for you to say no without feeling guilty, right? So number one, develop a new respect for yourself. Revisit your personal boundaries and honor your commitment to yourself. I'm gonna say it again. Revisit your personal boundaries and honor your commitment to yourself. What commitments have you made to yourself? If you haven't made any, you might want to start going into 2020. Don't wait to 2020. Start now, making the commitments to yourself. I had to do that, and sometimes it was challenging for me to honor them, but when I did, I was the better person for it. So was my husband, so was my business, so was my friends. Everybody was the better for it, but especially me. Number 2, get your priorities straight. What's most important to you? Write it down. Write it down, write it down, write it down. The Bible says, write the vision, make it plain. Write your vision down about your own priorities. And keep a copy with you. Put it in your phone. These smartphones now, tape yourself. And then put it in your ear and listen to yourself if you have to, because I've had to do that. I put my own voice on tape and I listen to myself, my affirmations and what's my priorities for me. Take responsibility for yourself. When you realize that only you are responsible for yourself and for the tasks you take on, you'll get that saying yes to things you really want. To say no to is just a way of deferring. I'm sorry, let me say that one more time. I got tongue-tied. When you realize that only you are responsible for yourself, right? And for the tasks you take on, you'll get that saying yes to things you really want. To say no to is just a way of deferring making your own decisions. That makes sense? So in other words, you're going to recognize that you're saying yes to something because you don't want to make a decision about your own stuff. That's kind of, in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say there. Okay? So what is it you're saying yes to because you're deferring making your decision for yourself? Think about that and make a change. Right? And then here's the last thing I'm going to say. Number 4 is stop being invested in being nice. That was a big one for me. Stop being invested in being nice. If you say yes so that you can be the nice guy, then chances are you'll follow through half-heartedly, and this won't go down well with the person who asked you. And you won't feel good about yourself either, right? So if you're saying yes just to be nice, if you're saying yes just to be nice, you're going to half-heartedly do it. How do I know? Because I've done it. I've said yes to things that I really didn't want to do, but I was just trying to be nice. That is my truth. But this girl has learned that lesson. I still falter from time to time. I do, because I'm a work in progress. But when I falter and I say yes, I immediately will go back and say, you know what? I'm sorry, I can't do it. Or if I said yes knowing that I really didn't want to do it, but it was too late, then I just suck it up. And I put my best foot forward. I put my best foot forward because my word is my word. So I'm not going to do it half-heartedly. I'm going to do my best because I said yes to it. Okay, so I hope that, I actually had quite a few, actually, but I'm not going to read them all because it's way too many. I think I had like 10. I may come back and read some more another time, but it was just pressed upon me because I had picked up my book. I picked it up and was thumbing through it, for myself, actually. And I came across that. And so it spoke to me. And I've just been meditating on that. And so don't feel guilty when you say no. Just work on you. Believe me, the other person is not feeling guilty. So don't you feel guilty, okay? All right, guys. So thanks for listening. And I'm kind of liking this. I might do this more often. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, guys. So the holidays are coming up. People claim this to be the Thanksgiving season. I say 24/7 is Thanksgiving season, 365 days a year. So just be thankful and grateful every single day for life and for breath. Okay? All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.